So yes, it's true. I'm unemployed, but that's not part of my personal. So yes, it's true. I'm unemployed, and that's not part of my personality. For multiple reasons, I think even if you don't have a job, don't let that define you. Because it honestly, it's really unmotivated. Like the moment you feel like you don't have a job, you feel like you're a failure, or you're behind, or you feel like you could do so much right now. But I don't think that's true. Okay. So I do think that having a job is good. I mean, for you, you can improve so many skills, but you can also improve skills without having a job. I know having a job right now is super hard because even I haven't been able to find a job. But I do really want a job just so like have money. I don't want that to be my personality, but I really do hate when people are like, "Oh, she doesn't have a job, and she doesn't have any money." So that's like when you think about someone who is not really like privileged, you think that if she doesn't have a job, if they don't have a job, they don't have money, and it's always like the same thing. Or if she doesn't have a job, she's probably a failure or something like that. I actually think of myself as someone who's very lucky, but that's part of the manifestation. I'm someone who thinks that I'm very lucky. I think that everything happens for a reason, and maybe right now is not the time for me to have a job. And I can say why, but at the same time, I can say like, oh, why does it happen to me? So, like for example, I don't have a job right now because I had the sciatica. Sciatica pain is, it's a pain that you're not able to walk for like multiple months. And but at the same time, I was just like, but if I didn't have this pain, what if I didn't have a job? And it's always like going through my mind, like it's always like, oh, maybe life would have been better if I didn't have any pain. But it's not really true. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I really, really like to think that everything really happens for a reason. I mean, right now, if I didn't have this pain, I wouldn't have probably know, or if I didn't have this pain, I wouldn't know what I wanted to do in life. So, which this pain made me being able to think and just stay in my house all the time, and having to be stuck at home is really depressing, but it also motivates you into thinking that life is just gonna get better, and it's a way to actually plan your life and plan exactly what you want to do. That is how I felt with the pain that I have. Is even though for right now I really want any job so I can have money, I also feel like not any job is deserving of myself, because I actually think that I am really good at working. Like any work that I have, I have always been someone who's doing the job exactly like what they're asking for. So I'm always having in mind, if they're not hiring me right now, if they didn't hire me, it's because they just don't get it. They just don't get me. And it's just because something's better is coming soon, which I really hope so. And at the same time, any job is fine for me. So honestly, I've been thinking about it recently too, and even though I do have a degree, I kind of just want to do coffee. Like I want to know how to make coffee, and I wouldn't mind to work in like a Starbucks or just like a cafe local, just because I really want to know how to make coffee. But at the same time, I feel like, oh my gosh, I have a degree. Why am I doing coffee? But honestly, I think making coffee probably will make me more happier than doing something with my degree. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that happens to you too, but I feel like sometimes maybe you just go for what makes you happy. But yeah, I don't want the not having a job to be part of my personality, because I don't really feel like that. I really feel like I could still evolve into something amazing. So for the past 2 months that I had been stuck at home, I have learned so much about myself. Sorry if I'm making so many grammar mistakes. I don't know what happened. I have learned so many about myself, and just like the things I do want to do in my future and how I plan on doing that too. And it's just the part of having nothing to do is really amazing because you get to do anything. I mean, I know it's hard when you don't have money because I don't have money. I have money. But you can still do so much. Like you can still go to parks, you can still learn like a language, do you can still learn anything. You can improve a skill, you can learn how to play an instrument, you can go to parks, you can go to the mall, just like you can go to the mall and just don't buy anything, just go and see and watch people. And you can manifest, you can plan your life, you can do whatever. You can do whatever because you have nothing to do. And one of my favorites one of my favorite things to do was to do photography, but since this pain that I have, I wasn't really able to do that. But now that I'm getting better, I feel like I'm back. I feel like I'm back of doing that stuff. And there's so many things that you can do while being unemployed. And don't let like other people be like, oh, she's just unemployed. She's probably like doing nothing. But in reality, I feel like they're just envy of their life right now. Because I mean, like, you're not doing anything, and they are doing every single day. Even though, I mean, yeah, they probably do have money. You're not doing anything. You can do so much right now. For example, for me, I'm doing my makeup, and I'm doing different types of makeups and just posting it on Instagram. It's just, it makes me feel so alive. It makes me feel like I could do this every day, and I feel so happy. Like like I feel like I could be like I feel like an influencer sometimes, even though I'm probably not. But it's just that way. Like I don't really want to be depressed for thinking that I'm unemployed because in reality you're not the only one struggling to find a job. We're a lot of people right now who don't have a job, and you can like find people online. You can find people in your community and just hang out with them. Like talk about your plans, talk about your goals, your dreams, the things you want to do, the things you can start right now, like making a business, or like even if you don't have like money right now, you can start planning on what type of business you want to do when you have the money. Or I don't know, just manifest your dreams, just make Pinterest boards and create so many of them, like categorize each one of them and make like my house, my future house, my wedding, my I don't know, the love of my life, and I don't know, or just something of how you want to look in future, or like a vision board, or make like you can make so many vision boards of how you want to do in your future, and that is honestly the best way that you can spend the time while being unemployed is just keep affirming that your life is going to get better and you're going to get there eventually because you probably are. I mean, I know right now at the moments right now it's really hard sometimes to be positive and just be depressed, but just keep thinking that your life is going to get better really really soon, and it's just like a moment of your life. Maybe you needed this. Maybe you needed to rest, or maybe you needed to find yourself, or maybe you needed to just because there's just a reason behind it. I don't want to say that it should be a reason, but there always is a reason. There's always a reason why you're doing this. And I mean, right now, if you're watching this and you have a job, there's probably a reason too why you have a job. And if you're about to be unemployed, just welcome to the club. It's not bad. You can rest and you can do anything. You can travel to anywhere if you have money, of course. But remember, don't ever get stuck on this temporary moment because it's gonna pass. Don't worry, it's gonna definitely pass. By the end of the month, by the end of the year, you're probably gonna have a job and you're gonna be like, oh, I wish I was unemployed again because I was just doing anything. You're probably gonna miss your days when you were doing nothing and you were able to do anything. You were going to everywhere. You didn't have anywhere to be. You were just there. You were just enjoying the moment. But yeah, right now, the best you can do is just improve yourself. you have so much time right now. Just plan exactly what you want to do. Plan exactly what you want to do, because the only person that has you is you, and you're the only one who's gonna save yourself. So please work on yourself. Even like before working on your relationships or anything, work first on yourself, and you're gonna be able to do so much. Even before getting the job, like you're gonna see an insane improvement from the first moment you became unemployed to the first day of your job. You're gonna see an insane improvement of skills, on confidence, and your life is just gonna get better because you kept thinking that your life was just better. And it's definitely a way to motivate yourself. Like for me, I stopped applying for jobs just because of the pain that I have, but now I'm back to applying jobs. So, and I definitely see an improvement, even though I don't have a job yet. I definitely feel like I can get any job that I want because of me, because of my confidence, not because of them. And if they didn't hire me just because they just didn't go with my vibe. They just didn't go with my future, with my plans, with anything. I feel like every job that I ever had, I think I have like 5 jobs already, and every job that I had, I feel like I'm always improving something. But if I were to be honest, I feel like since August to like right now is the moment that I feel like I have improved so much in my life. I think that I can be the queen right now. My confidence had gone. My confidence is now so high right now. I mean, I do still get the times that I'm like low self-esteem, but I don't know. I feel like I can be a star right now, and but yeah, don't let anyone make you feel worthless because you don't have a job. I promise you, this it's happening just for a reason. This is happening. I promise this is happening because maybe you do need it. Maybe you need to evaluate, 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 evaluate yourself, and remember to be nice to yourself, please. Because the moment you stop being nice to yourself, the moment you stop being nice to yourself, things just get depressing. So whatever you do, just always think positive, because that's how life just gets better. Just keep thinking that life is gonna get really good eventually. I always say like on Twitter, I'm always seeing like, oh, your wind is coming. I feel like every time I see it, I'm like, definitely. No, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you can be I hope you're able to find a job really soon, just like I hope I do. And always remember that you are worth so much. And any job that didn't hire you, they just didn't get it. They just didn't get your vibe, and you're better than them for sure.